Hey everybody, I wanted to go over a couple of audio notes just because now that we've introduced our little lav mics, our lives get a little bit harder with the mixing. And something you may have noticed with this, here I've got Reese and Kyle's footage, and it's you can kind of see it if you get in close. But what we have here is the way these lav mics work. One of them records fully on the right channel, one of them records fully on the left channel. In this case, we can listen here.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that Taylor Swift's releasing her 1989, her version tomorrow? I am so excited.
And for this, you may not hear it too much in this case because there's a good amount of bleed over between the two microphones. But if your two characters are far apart, you'll really hear it. You'll hear only one person in one channel and the other person in the other channel, which can be a little bit annoying, right? So let me show you a quick way to fix that. For instance, let me just pull this clip up here, this little 8-second clip. And what I can do is select this clip. I'm right-clicking it here and go to audio channels. And what I can do is instead of going to stereo, I can go to, it's called a mono channel. So I'm making sure it's not playing something different on the right channel and the left channel. It's the same thing, right? So in this case, I'll do both on the right channel, or actually I wanted to go the other way because everything, I want this to be Reese's audio, the one that the lav mic on her to be the main and the most important one. So I'll go to both on left. And now you see those two are the same. So I get
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that Taylor Swift's releasing her 1989?
consistent audio that way, right? Now, and I think that's mostly what you are going to want to do. In this case, though, for instance, for now I have both my characters
Did you hear
talking.
that?
No. Come on.
Now, this might work great. In this case, she's talking, I got mostly Reese talking one ear, mostly Kyle talking the other ear, and it correlates to their direction on screen, right? Reese is on that side, Kyle's on the left. So it kind of makes sense in terms of panning the audio, and I want to hear one character to the other. But if you don't want to have that hard pan, I would do the same thing. So in this case, I'll do what I did before. I'll go ahead to the audio channels. I'll go ahead and put everything on the left. And then what I can do is I can double click that, and I can grab just the audio from that clip and do the exact opposite thing, right? And I'm going to take this clip and have just my channels on the right. So now I have just Kyle's audio and just Reese's, and they're on their own separate clip. And the nice thing there is you get, as I said, a little bit more control. If you don't want it to be quite as hard pan, for instance, now if I play
Did you hear that?
No. Come on. We're fine.
Okay.
So now it doesn't quite sound so much one's it's only right, only left. So that's an easy way to do that. Again, I'm just double clicking using the kind of audio only and creating one of just one lav mic, one of just the other, and kind of stacking them that way. So that's an easy way to get around that. Now let me do another part of this while I've got you and talk about the effects part of this. So in this case, I have this clip here where
Honestly,
I see Kyle
might
kind of
stay up
looking
all
around.
night and skip all my classes tomorrow because this is such.
Did you hear that?
Right? Not a great cut there, but that's okay. What I want to do here is layer and take one of my sound effects here. In this case, let's see if I can find the one of we got a snap there, and then I think this is the one I want where I've got Reese doing this effect. Doing a really nice job there. Okay, so I'll take that. Take just the audio there. And, and this is where I want you to get, a little bit fancy. Here you see another good example, right, where I played the audio. I'll just play just this one. All happening in the left channel. So, or I think maybe in the right channel. All happening in the right channel. Yeah. So same thing. If I don't want it to be, just happening in one ear, audio channels and switch it over that way. And now I duplicate it and it's not quite as strong. And then this is where I would say you really want to get fancy with the effects. For instance, right now, it kind of sounds like Reese is doing like that into a microphone. Where what you want to do, because you're creating the sound effects here, is mess with it a little bit. One of my favorites, the high pass filter, that'll immediately kind of create a little bit of kind of a different feel to it. Low pass actually is probably the better way to go here. And that's just kind of cutting out some of the frequencies. So we already have something a little bit creepier. You can also do things like slow it down to something. So let's go to like 50% speed. And already we've got something a lot creepier that's happening there. I would also mess with the volumes, like for instance, right now, if I really get in there, I can use those keyframes, and instead of maybe having full volume the whole time, maybe what I want to do is I can have that volume slowly increase. Could be a cool way to do that. So slowly ramping up as Kyle's walking. So let's get the solo off of that. There we go. So something like,
I honestly might stay up all night and
maybe lower what Reese is saying there.
honestly might stay up all night and skip all my classes tomorrow because this is
Did you hear that?
And there we go, right? So play around. There's a ton of these effects. A lot of this is I want you to really kind of mess around and find something cool. But big thing is playing with those channels, audio channels, to kind of fix the issue of a hard right or hard left hand, and making sure you're putting on lots of effects to really make those sound effects sound actually creepy rather than just kind of us, breaking sticks and, making little handmade sound effects in that way. So good luck with that. Let me know if there's anything else I can help with, and looking forward to hearing some super spooky